When I was a teenager, I became the UK's youngest professional wrestler. It's not wrestling like you see in the Olympics. This is pro wrestling, which is an acrobatic, spectacular soap opera with chair shots and drop kicks and pyrotechnics. My name's Max, and I toured around the UK as Max Voltage, the human dynamo. But Max, why did you become a pro wrestler, to quote my parents at the time? Basically, I grew up in a town called Portsmouth, Pompey, naval town full of geezers. What mush? Smash your face in. I was quite camp, quite theatrical. I didn't like football, which was the religion of Portsmouth. I needed a tribe, I needed something I could belong to. And when I saw wrestling on TV, and then when it came to town and I saw it live, it intoxicated me, and I knew that this was something I had to pursue, and it was a chance to become something that I wasn't. It was a chance to become a real man. And then went against all the odds. Europe's biggest and best pro wrestling school opened up 10 minutes away from where I lived. I knew what I had to do. Whilst all the other kids were forming bands or playing five-a-side football, I was perfecting my finishing maneuver, the Max Factor. When I finally stepped into the ring and came face to face with these archetypes of masculinity that I'd looked up to, these larger-than-life superheroes, the thing that surprised me the most was to discover they were human. They were real people. So I might be backstage watching some giant bodybuilding world champion with 2% body fat, and he'd be pacing around backstage before his match, wondering if he looked too flabby, worrying if his biceps were big enough. All of these wrestlers were every bit as flawed and neurotic and riddled with self-doubt as I was. And so in the end, wrestling did teach me about what it means to be a man, but it wasn't found in these personas or alter egos. It was in the real people that I trained with, the same people who came up at the same time as me, who travelled around the country at the same time as me, and collectively we navigated this bewildering journey from boyhood to manhood. And I discovered that being a man isn't about zip wiring down to the ring whilst firing off confetti cannons or dressing in a PVC Power Ranger-style uniform that my mum made me. I mean, it is a bit about that. And for me, being a man has been about supporting those people, looking out for those people and taking care of them. And they've done the same for me.